Okay, hello, welcome back to another video. Today is day 22 of the Will Taylor Chess Christmas calendar. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. We ended yesterday with a very close game against a national master, which I unfortunately did not get the result on. However, overall, we still made a nice +3 elo gain. I mean, I think that's 2 days in a row where we had 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, but still made a small amount of elo gain because of this strategy of clicking create a game and only playing those higher rates than me. We're at 22.51 blitz. This is awesome. We're matched against a 23.60. 3 games today. Let's see how it goes. So we're a nice reverse Sicilian. I want to be locked in with the speed from the start. Okay, immediately I blunder, straight away I blunder. That's okay though, I'm defending this. I think they maybe could have taken this earlier, I don't really know. They go for a check here, okay. I think I'm just gonna go like this. So offer the queen trade, because then I don't really see how you attack this again. If I don't go like that, they can maybe just pick this up. So yeah, now I'll develop like this. I can probably win the pawn back in the end. This doesn't seem like the end of the world if you play d3 or f3, of course. I mean, f3 wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, d3 I can just take. Takes, and you're left with these... Oh dear. I wasn't expecting that. I guess you're now going to be able to recapture this. That does make a whole lot of sense. Let's play... Oh, and in recapturing you defend the pawn. Okay, I mean, I don't know why I'm hesitating. This just has to be the move. I'll play h6. They're going to go back, and unfortunately this is going to be defended. I will have bishop b4, and we're going to be threatening to take this. Only down 1 pawn, not the end of the world. I've made worse blunders in my life. If I take, and rook here, and then knight here, how else do you put further pressure on? You could play knight here. I could be in immense trouble. Right, you know what? Let's just castle. Queenside, kingside. I think I'm going kingside. I don't know. I feel like they've got too much easy play if I castle queenside. And it's not like I think I was really going to expand towards the king side. I've just got these pieces in the way. I mean, h6 is played. I think this makes sense. I should now be threatening to remove this and then pick up the pawn on e4. How they're going to solve that? Well, maybe they go for this. It does walk into a pin, though, actually. Huh? They just step back? Takes? Right, we're going for this. I want material equality. Let's have it. Now, when I say material equality, obviously there's the imbalance of the bishop for the knight. They do have a bishop pair, which they can choose to retain. They don't choose to retain it. I guess that would have hung this pawn if they did. Maybe bishop b3. Who knows? What I do know is... What do I know? That knight b6 puts pressure on both of these pawns. Okay, that seems reasonable. We can step across here. Or I take this and sack the exchange. I don't think that's completely unreasonable. And if you go here, I can bring this knight back here. It does feel entirely unnecessary and like a waste of time to even consider. So maybe I won't. At this point, I was just going to... What the hell language was that? I think we'll just bring the rook to the d file. I'd probably play c6. I guess you could push past, though. Man, what the hell's going on? And if here, there's just a fork. I'm going to go like this. I don't know. Pawns on the dark squares give me maybe some room for my king, but also squeezing on this knight, conceding the e6 square, and hence the game. Oh, man, this bishop's good. I think I should have gone for the exchange sack, Kind of regretting not going for that. I'm going to go here, maybe. King's in a reasonable spot. That's a fork. Although, is it? Yeah, because the knight can come back. Okay, you know what? Take this pawn, because I want you to open up this c file. So I can come up. Okay, so I suck at chess today. Oh, just move, man. Just move. There's no back ranky ideas. I've got to move. Nah, this is a blunder. They're all blunders. All these moves are blunders. No. Here? That's probably also a blunder. I mean, there's just no way. I can't move my rook really anywhere very interesting. And I have 22 seconds. Okay, great start. Great start to this video. A nice little fork there. Fantastic. It's good stuff. Can't even counter-attack the knight. They're also potentially threatening this. If they do go in here... Oh no, you take first and then fork, so I don't have this. And the knight holds this. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. I think you can just take the knight here. Yep. Okay, you know what? We're going to resign. That was far from the finest game. Let's give it a quick analyze, though. I actually can't remember how that game started. This is how I know that I'm not paying enough attention in the opening. What was that? It was a reverse Sicilian? Oh yeah, oh my lord. Okay, I mean that started off badly. Yeah, so an opening mistake, of course, in playing d5 here. I should have just played knight c6 to defend this pawn. I was expecting, in fact, g3, bishop g2, so I just kind of defaulted mentally to playing d5. This was actually okay. I ended up handling the position well enough to then in this position play bishop b4, and eventually, after castles, takes, here. I mean, this was dead equal. Dead equal until, at some point, f6 was actually fine. King here. Just made no sense. They went here, which apparently... Okay, if I'd just gone like this, and they'd taken, rook a8, knight here. Oh, but then I have c6. And if takes, presumably I go here. You don't even have a check. The knight's here, the bishop's here. And then I guess knight d6 is a move. And if I take... then bishop takes, and I get to pick up this pawn in the end, or pick up this pawn in the end. Okay, clearly this is, you know, very complicated and would have been interesting had I found it. This was just dumb, and then I got myself into a massive amount of trouble, and my opponent rolled me with the pawns. Honestly, I didn't really have much direction to that game. That's the first game, it's fine. We're going to go into the second and redeem the L that's just been taken there. E4. Now we're going to play a little Steiner variation of the French defense, or rather against the French defense. Then Queen B3 and Ortho Schnapp. Ortho generally meaning like correct. Schnapp is kind of like a German, I think, word for basically gambit. So if it's like a Schnapp is like a, I guess a, I don't know. I looked this up recently and I've completely forgotten. Let's play D4, allowing en passant takes with a discovered check, which is very hard to turn down indeed, although my opponent looks to be, I was going to say about to do it because they were hesitating, but no, I guess they went for it anyway. Then I'll play knight f3. The point is that we just develop, and in the time it's taken for them to take these two pawns, I mean, we were able to play very developing moves. So I've got all my pieces developed. I am slightly worried about this now. If I go for this and you play rook here, and I go for this and you play rook here, geez, man, this gets probably quite complicated. I guess I might just castle and we'll just see what happens. Right, let's go for this. I don't really want to allow this. I think instead I'm going to go in and take a couple pawns here. There are no checks, apart from this, of course, but I can take back with the knight. I would imagine the rook takes b2 is interesting. I think, in fact, I've either analysed a line very similar to this, or perhaps this exact line. Because in general, it feels like it could be kind of poisoned to go in and take this pawn, but because you get c7, I think, again, we'll see in the analysis, I could be wrong, but I think, yeah, and then queen here. I remember this. I do remember this. Do I have knight b5? I must have seen this before, no? Knight b5, hit the queen. I'm gonna go for it. You can't like sack a rook or anything. You say goodbye to your chance of taking here and infiltrating. If material's equal, then actually this pawn becomes a massive liability because I might be an idiot. Is this bishop just gonna hang? Oh no. I mean, bishop d2, you take here. Oh no. I guess I could like come across here. I mean, what options do I have? I've made a bad decision. Let's... Okay, maybe I was thinking about a different line. I think I may have just lost a bishop here. And now, I guess knight here, but if you take, then this hangs, so that's kind of interesting. What if I just castled? You just get to pick this up. Rook e1, bishop e7. That's clearly not going to be a good idea. Okay, I'm going to play knight here. We've got an idea of removing and taking this. Maybe there is just something like rook c8 here. I am just down a piece. I think I got very overexcited with an extremely dank line that I've... Yep, there is rook c8. Okay. No, man. Damn it. I thought for sure there was something vaguely prepared about what I was doing here. Maybe rook c8. No, I'm just down a bishop. I can't afford to trade the queen. Okay, stepping back all the way to g3, keeping an eye on g7, keeping an eye on this diagonal. You just go for this. I hate this game. Rook c8. Nah, okay. Well, I think I've hung all my pieces. I do believe I have just no compensation anymore. There was a dream of compensation at one point, but I think the dream has died. I mean, I'll give a check. I don't know if that makes any sense. You can just go back with the knight, right? I'm just desperately hoping they block with the bishop. Come on. Come on. It's only natural. Damn. And then is this gonna hang in the end? What the hell, man? I guess I have check, right? Oh my god, my queen's pinned. Okay, this was, that was a little disappointing. Okay, so this is exactly what I expected the graph to look like. I effectively could have drawn this by hand and it would have looked very, very, very similar. The point being that we play a little bit of a dubious opening. That's why we sort of give up this kind of minus 0.8 to minus 0.9 advantage. I then play, it remains level there because I'm playing prep. That is actually the best approach. We get to this position, and yeah, then they play bishop d7, which concedes some advantage because I can take here, and take here. Right, that does confirm to me that this was in fact prep. However, queen d6, I definitely remembered seeing that. I think maybe the mistake I've made here, I mean, obviously the mistake I've made is knight b5. That was it was a massive blunder, in fact. And from then on, I was losing the game after they just picked up a bishop and I ended up having no counterplay. However, I could very easily see this position again, and the move's to take the queen. Then bishop takes. Then do I play knight b5? Is that why I got a bit confused? No, then I castle queenside. Okay, fine. I mean, this does make sense, but then if you just castle, I guess I'm recapturing this, and I end up up a pawn. Oh, because I get both of these pawns, and then this pawn hangs, and I'm up a pawn, and I've got potential threats of taking here and going here to win another pawn. Okay, so I think in this line, queen d6, and I mean, let me just see if there's anything vaguely interesting. No, the only move you can play is to trade the queens here. Everything else kind of loses. And then, unfortunately, the best approach is just to keep this nice and defended, and then say, you know what, this pawn's been overextended. I've gone and won back the 2 pawns that you won in the center from your queen side over here, and this pawn is far too far waded in. such that, you know, I'm just going to be able to capture it next. Then we'd be up a pawn. We've got very pleasant development. Potential, you know, tactical ideas still. If they castled here and, I don't know, some bishop here, we might have a bishop h7. Okay, so in the future, I'll remember that for this particular line. If we do see queen d6, the trade, the castling and taking here is most appropriate. I guess that's going to be a lesson learned that knight b5 is not possible. It does look very pleasant though, of course. The king's dislodged, and then we're talking about ideas of, you know, of course we move the knight somewhere, but we can then castle and bring the rooks and, you know, have a field day here. Okay, so a tough loss, but in the future that loss will pay dividends. Let's go into the final game. We're at 22-42, still fantastically high elo. We started obviously today on a very pleasant elo indeed, but I can do with a win here. I don't want to see another 3Ls. I do not want to see another 3L day. That's not going to sit right with me. A3 and h4 immediately. If you play h5, it's the sign of a coward, an absolute coward. But I guess I'll play bishop c4 and we'll continue to attack. Yeah, cowardice. Complete cowardice. You don't want to see me play h5? Well, you're scared this early in the game? Okay. Okay, dude. We'll play, actually, there's sometimes an idea to expand with f3, g4, I guess. So I might even just go like this and then maybe push this. Because I can't play d4 just yet, but we can do a kind of, I don't know, I might play f3 here. I think I like that, actually. Now, I do need to be a little concerned that my opponent can't sort of go for this forking tactic, which I've blundered more times than I can possibly explain. However, I think that's e6 is necessary, because otherwise I could just take straight away. Yeah, okay. So I will put my bishop, it's looking unnervingly London-esque. Obviously, it's kind of like a laterally inverted London system, but still, I don't know if I'm very proud of myself for that. I could go here, which does seem to make a lot of sense. I could also just go out here, and then there's never an idea of like an e6 and a break and a fork here. Putting a bit of pressure on the knight, maybe there's a context in which taking makes some sense. Kind of doubt it though. I'm going to drop all the way back into this beautiful little alcove on a2 created by the Mengarini a3. Now we're talking. A subtle threat. A subtle little threat of knight g6. Will they notice? Damn. I mean, they may or may not have noticed. That could have been an accidental defend. They might have been trying to defend d5. Does open this up though. Man, at some point it feels like there should be like a sack here. I guess I'm going to just play queen d2. And potentially we're looking at a battery towards h6 after this knight moves. We're also very potentially looking at breaking with g4. I probably should castle before I do that. However, into this torrent of pawns that is heading for my king, if I do go that way, it kind of makes you think, maybe that's not... Oh, now that's not defended. Now I'm extremely incentivized to play this. We could just go take, and it's a fork in the end. I don't love that. I'd rather keep the bishop alive. I don't know if it's appropriate yet. It really could be. It really could be. And maybe they're going to play d5 and I won't have the opportunity anymore. I don't like this. I'm saying no to this. I have not much time. g4 takes. h5. Right, I'm playing g4. We're just going to launch it. Whatever. I'm not castling yet. I can castle at any point, really, I think. I've got a weirdly non-confrontational... What if I just castle kingside, dude? What am I doing? What am I doing? Gotta move. Got to move. Queen g2. I'll go for it. We'll defend this. I am putting my queen and rook on the same diagonal as this bishop. However, I think we're sufficiently built up here that shouldn't be too problematic. I guess I'm taking and then bouncing back. This looks interesting. This looks interesting. I mean, maybe you're playing d5. They take now. Yeah, I can't let you take like this. Damn. I guess I'll take here. You're going to be able to take. I'll play like h5 maybe. Wait. There's an idea here, surely. Here. I'm doing this. It's a fork. We hit the queen and the rook. And if you take, I take here with check. The king moves. I get to take here and this knight's pinned. What the hell? Are you serious? You're just going to take this here, then you're going to pick this up, right? Okay. I have 20 seconds and an absolute dream. d5 is going to be uncomfortable to say the least. I should not have my king on g2 currently. Here, you're going to do this. Very plausible. That's unfortunate. Here, I'm going in for this. Check. Here. I'd have been a fork, of course. What the hell was that? It looks like day 22 was not meant to be. 3 L's. That sucks. Man, just as this graph's loading down here, you see that I was entirely winning here. Rook G flipping 1. I'm probably mating them after that, not even just taking the knight. I mean, obviously I take the knight, but like the king moves and, you know, we pick this up and you've got... Actually, wait, no, I guess you take here. Oh, instead of taking this, it is this. And you are definitely getting mated at some point here. I mean, okay, in a rapid context, this would have been a gorgeous game to play. Guys, I'm so sorry. That's unforgivable. Take the free knight here. You're up a pawn. Everything's collapsing here. This is a problem. H5. Knight takes H5. I could probably just sack this. And then, I don't know, like Queen H3 and be mating you here. I mean, there's probably, you know, more accurate things. But damn, we had a couple of beautiful winning moments. And I found this. And then didn't take the free knight. And instead just simplified. I mean, at this point, I had 30 seconds. So I guess, you know, I found this. And then I just felt that the simplification would be helpful in, you know, not letting me flag. And okay, there was still a lot of interesting ideas, and in fact, we were very winning at this point. They took, I could have gone rook g1 and taken on f7 as we looked at, and then they were never particularly winning until, of course, this point. In which, okay, again, until I had literally 1 second left, they were never particularly winning. I could have so easily in this position here just taken that knight and then takes, and I've got like 30 seconds to play h5, open this, try and slide in and checkmate you somehow. This controlling h6. There's never a bishop h6. That's frustrating, although I can't have expected to just have loads of great wins in a row. I'm pretty sure since day like 17, things have been going extremely well. So this was an unfortunate 3 Ls, all against at least slightly high-rated players, so I think we lost 14 overall. I think we're on 22-37 right now. Not the end of the world. I'll be back tomorrow for day 23. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.